Have you ever tried to work from home, maybe jump on a video call, or even just stream a movie, and your internet just gives up on you? Well, for millions of Americans, that's not just an annoyance, it's a daily reality. Today, we're going to break down a truly historic $42 billion plan called BEAD that's aiming to change all of that. Let's dig in and see how it's supposed to connect every single corner of America.
Okay, let's start with the number at the heart of all this. $42.45 billion. Yep, you heard that right, billion with a B. It's an absolutely monumental investment, and it's all aimed at finally closing America's digital divide, once and for all.
So, what is this massive pile of cash actually for? Well, it's for a program called BEAD. That's short for Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment. And its mission? It's just as big as the price tag, to finally get every single American connected to reliable, high-speed internet.
Right, so this isn't just about throwing a ton of money at a problem. There's a really clear mission here, one that's designed to completely reshape our country's digital landscape. And here's the crucial part. The BEAD program is all about funding partnerships. This means the federal money is there to empower local internet providers, towns, and cities to actually build out the infrastructure. You know, the fiber optic cables and the towers that get communities online. So it's really a ground-up effort, not just some top-down command.
But how does a number like $42 billion actually turn into a fiber optic cable in the ground? Or, a faster connection for a small business in a small town? Let's follow the money and see how it works.
What's really interesting is just how flexible this program is. This isn't just about digging trenches and laying fiber. BEAD funding can be used for all sorts of things, from the initial planning and mapping to upgrading internet at super important places like libraries and schools. It can even be used to train the very people who will build and maintain these new networks. So it's creating jobs in the process, which is pretty cool.
Okay, this brings us to what's probably the most important question of all. After all the planning and all the spending, who is actually going to feel the impact of this? Who is this really for?
The program is designed to reach pretty much everyone. It specifically targets what are called unserved areas. So think of a rural community that has literally no high-speed options. But it also helps underserved places, where maybe you technically have internet, but it's so slow and unreliable that a video call is basically impossible. This is going to be a game changer for everything from remote work and online learning to even telehealth appointments. Plus, it's funding things like better Wi-Fi in apartment buildings and, as we said, training a whole new generation of skilled workers.
So with all this money allocated and all these plans in place, what does the actual timeline look like? I mean, when does the real work actually get started?
All right, let's take a quick look at the roadmap to see how this whole thing is rolling out.
You can see this has been a really careful, multi-year process. It all kicked off back in 2023 when the funding for every state was announced. Then, through late 2025, a majority of states got their final, super detailed plans approved. Now, this is the really big deal because those approvals are basically the green light. It means that 2026 is the year we're really going to start seeing the work begin in a huge way. A massive ramp-up in construction projects all across the country.
So, after you look at all the numbers, the planning documents, and the timelines, it all comes back to this one simple but incredibly powerful idea. The goal of this historic investment is nothing less than 100% connectivity for everyone.
This is so much more than just an infrastructure project. It's really a massive bet on America's digital future. So the big question is, will this finally be the investment that closes the digital divide for good? The next few years are definitely going to tell the story. Thanks for watching.